So with Diablo 4 being free for PSN Plus for the month of July, I've noticed that there has been a ton of new people coming into the Diablo 4 community. If you go on Reddit or any of the other forums, there's just tons of new players asking about the game, and we're a little bit into Season 9 now, so I think this is actually a really good opportunity to again talk about the best way in Diablo 4, if you're a solo player, to level up your alts very quickly and also gear up those alts with endgame gear. And if you are one of those new players and you are playing with other people, and let's say you all get to endgame with like a level 60 character and you're on Torment 4, you can just boost each other's characters by taking that new level 1 character and just running decently high pit runs for them. That will level them up very quickly, and they'll get some bit of gear at the end just from the gear drop for completing that pit. But if you're only playing solo and you don't want to try to like look for boosting runs or something like that, this is a way you can boost up any of your alts completely solo, and you'll be getting them a bunch of really good end game gear, potentially even being uniques or greater affix items. And this is actually done completely through the caches you get from the Tree of Whispers. So you're going out, you're completing all of the objectives, you're going to the tree, and you're picking up that box. Now, what you're not going to be doing is opening that box on your main. You're going to be just putting that into your stash, and you're going to be opening those on the alt you want to boost. And that's actually all you're going to be doing. Just running around, getting as many caches as you can, and opening them all on your alts, because these caches do not have a level requirement, and because of how they actually work, your alts are going to be getting a ridiculous amount of endgame gear and experience. Now, these caches specifically work off of what they were earned on. So let's say you're on a character in Torment 1. That box you open will have its experience based upon the multiplier from Torment 1. But let's say you're in Torment 4, that box will now be based off of the experience multiplier of Torment 4, even if they're a level 1 character. So if you go and earn one of these caches on Torment 4 and open it on a level 1, they will instantly be level 23. And what's also really interesting, while these boxes were earned on, let's say, a druid, and you go open it on a sorcerer, that sorcerer that opens it at level 1 will still be getting level 60 gear, but that level 60 gear will be for the sorcerer. So it does not matter what class you earned the cache on, the class that opens it will be getting gear for their class. So that includes the stats on the items, that includes the aspects, that includes the uniques. It's all gear for the class that it's being opened on. But again, the difficulty you're on when you earn the cache is what will determine the experience, meaning it will only take you 27 caches to get a character from level 1 all the way up to level 60. So if you go earn 27 of those caches on Torment 4 and open all of them on a level 1, that level 1 will now be a level 60 pretty much instantly. Now, this does sound like a lot, but keep in mind, going from like level 50 to 60 is a lot more experience than going from level 1 to 50. So you could only open up a handful of caches. Like you could open up 8 caches and get to level 43 and then level up the rest of the levels normally, so you don't have to farm as many caches. It's only 14 caches to get to level 50, so the last 10 levels, with generally how quickly it is to level up when you're actually playing the character, wouldn't be too bad. If you don't want to farm that many caches but you still want to play other characters, a really good thing to do is just save a handful of them, and you'll get your character to a level where you can actually make a build and actually have a full bar of abilities to actually be kind of playing the game, because those low levels are really some of the slowest because you're just super slow. You can't get like other movement abilities or anything like that. Once you get to a decent level, you can at least get some easy legendaries and then re-roll that gear to get like movement speed and stuff like that to make leveling super fast if you don't want to farm up that many caches. And what's also really nice about this farm is that since you're going to be farming this on an already max level character that has Paragon levels unlocked, as you're opening these caches on your level 1, you will also be getting your glyphs, so you won't have to worry about that. You'll be getting a lot of your tempering scrolls to give you your tempering unlocks for that class. Then you'll just be getting tons of endgame gear, including greater FX gear, including uniques, and pretty much everything you really need to start a character off at level 60. And since the Tree of Whisper also gives you options of what cache you want, if you're paying attention, you can actually just get one or more caches of every gear slot. So if you were paying attention and farming up enough caches to get a character to level 60, you should pretty easily be able to have at least one cache for every gear slot, meaning that character is at least going to have one legendary for every gear slot when instantly getting to level 60, so they can at least have some gear to start farming at the end game, because then you would also get your Paragon level unlocked right away. So if you're like high Paragon on your main, your ult is also just going to be incredibly strong starting out there. And that's legitimately all you're going to be doing for this farm to be able to quickly boost up any of your ults completely solo. And again, you can use this for any purpose you want. If you just want to open up 1 or 2 caches on a new character to instantly get them up to close to level 30, so you can play them like a normal class with a full bar of abilities, you can easily do that. Or if you want to just farm on your main for a while and get enough caches to get the level 60 on an ult, you can do that and have them fully geared and at level 60 without doing anything on that character yet. And this is absolutely the best way to level up and quickly gear up new characters if you're a completely solo player. But that's all I want to go over, so thanks for watching.